This podcast, bussin'.
Welcome to another episode of this.podcast. I'm your friendly host, Jay, joined by my brother and friend. We got Mike here.
You ready to boogie with that bear?
And we got Cole.
Man, what we talking about?
And again, our other co-host is absent. I don't know where he's at. Damo, we're looking for you, but I'll hit your drop anyway.
No, don't do it.
No, I'm going to hit it.
No, he's not here.
Damo.
And Damo, I only hit it once, and you weren't here to enjoy that. But quick plug, you can follow us on IG at this.podcast, on Twitter at thispodofficial, and you can also find our episode streaming on YouTube at this.podcast, and then also on SoundCloud at this.podcast. And before we get into today's show, I want to give a lot of shout outs to people that have been supporting the podcast. First, I want to start with Lawrence and Larimer allowing us to have this beautiful establishment and shoot the podcast. Thank you for that. All the people that have been with us from day one, especially Waku, KC, Anna Raider, all our families, the Wrights, the Hysaws, and the Cains. And definitely shout out to the fellas group on IG. And just to give you a little bit of background for this podcast, we are doing this because we want to be able to bring dope people on the show that can tell compelling stories and just have some friendly banter, do it all. We're trying to represent the culture. So that's why this podcast exists. Fellas, is there anything I forgot?
No, man, I think you did an outstanding job kind of laying that out. But maybe starting off with the weeks, you know what I mean? How'd the week start out, Mike?
Yeah.
How was your week, brother?
It went well, man. A little frustrating. Fridge broke down on me.
Your fridge broke, huh?
Yeah, 17 years. That's how old that fridge was.
17 years?
Mm-hmm.
No warning, man. You didn't hear it didn't start knocking or anything?
No, it's not that old. 17 years is 2004.
When did you move in?
Like 2006, 2008.
No, you didn't.
Between there.
Anyway. Well, okay, 15 years. Let's just say that. But
Okay.
anyway, I just walked in and it was just like a puddle of ice. And then I was like, what's going on? And then just opened the fridge. Opened the freezer. Everything was melting.
So you had three things that melt. Probably some kind of coconut water,
My ice cream.
chicken breast, and ice cream.
My frozen strawberries,
Larry's cookies.
and I had some chicken in
And some
there.
broccoli.
I was able to save the chicken, but yeah,
You had like
and some broccoli and my
three
coconut
items.
water. Yeah.
He came over my house, Cole. He brought some spinach and some
Broccoli.
chicken breast. He was like, "Hey man, can you store this in your fridge until I figure things out?" I was like,
Yeah,
"For sure, man. I got you."
I had to get creative with hiding my ice cream from your kids.
Yeah, they'll get in. I think they got into it. Or did you? Where'd you
No,
put it at?
no,
How'd you
but
hide it?
I said I'm hiding it.
Oh, you're hiding it?
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me?
No,
All right.
They know where it's at.
no.
I feel like they got into it.
Yeah, they didn't got into that.
I don't think they got it.
What about you, Cole? How's the week going?
Oh, it's going all right, man. Honestly, man, I can't complain, man. I think I've been blessed, man. It's been very uneventful. No, so Caroline had some tickets to Meow Wolf. You know the Meow Wolf. It was
That's something
it's
new?
kind of grand open. Yeah, it's
I
like,
saw billboards for that.
Yeah, so Meow Wolf. I don't really know how to explain it because I've never been there before. I've just like kind of seen stories.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like a trippy grown-up exhibit museum type of situation.
Like
Okay.
an interactive sort of thing.
Exactly. And
It's like
open.
the child's museum, but for grown-ups?
I think so.
Okay.
Just kind of, that's the vibe I've gotten from people kind of telling me about it. So I guess Caroline had these free tickets, so her sister did. So I guess we got this bright idea to go as a family.
Mm-hmm.
Work kind of took me a little late, so Caroline ended up just taking Champ. And Champ gets into this Meow Wolf, man. And it's all type of trippy shit. It's lights flickering off, dark halls, monsters coming out the walls and shit.
Right.
And my son was terrified, man.
Did he grab onto you tight? Like, did he start screaming? What happened?
No, I wasn't there. It's Caroline.
Oh, it was just
So I
Caroline.
stayed home.
Oh, got it.
Because I wasn't able to get ready in time.
Got it.
And Caroline was like, yo, this was so not child friendly. So I'm pretty sure my 4-year-old is going to have a story about his mother taking him to basically an adult
Haunted house. Kind of
yeah,
thing.
an adult haunted house for him. And but other than that, man, everything was pretty slow motion, man.
Nice. My week, it was uneventful, man. Has been busy at work, but
Peanut butter.
yeah, I will say though, so I'm still having problems with these middle school boys coming to my house
man.
to pick up my daughter in the morning so that they can go walking. So it like clockwork. 2 boys around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
They come at 8:30. School doesn't even start till 9:10. 8:30 sharp. Is Michelle home so we can go ahead and walk to school?
And it's only what, a 3-5 minute walk, something like that.
No,
Something like that.
If
Yeah.
that,
If that.
This may be about that's
like a 3-minute walk.
Yeah, let's say it's 10 minutes, but it's like
Yeah.
3 minutes. And they are there like clockwork.
I saw.
And it is innocent, but it's
Annoying.
it's nerve-wracking. It really is.
I saw because
I'm like, one, it's 40 minutes before school. I like the ambition. I like that you're trying to get to school, 20 minutes early, all that. But
they ain't trying to get to school.
why do you
part of
have
that.
to pick up Michelle? Why do you have to pick up Michelle?
And here's the problem, man. When you have a daughter, you start to become more sensitive with these things. You know what I mean? Like when you have sons or you don't have any kids, you're just kind of just like, oh man, ain't that.
You're right.
But when you have a daughter, I feel your pain. But at the end of the day, it's like, no, Michelle's their motivation right now.
No, I'm not going for that, Cole. I'm not going for that. I like you, so I didn't
If they're
grow
at
up.
your house at every day at 5:30, I mean at 8:30 in the morning.
Well, they went to elementary school together. Her and the Devin, but so Devin's walking with his cousin and no, just them two. So yeah,
I saw him this week. So like I said, my fridge was broke. I went over to your house to get breakfast.
and here they came at 8:30, right?
And they was like, "Hey, Mr. Cain." I was like, "Who are they talking to?" Oh,
They
I
was
was
talking
like,
to
"Yeah,
you.
he was talking to me."
Yeah,
But Michelle's
saw
not
it and
leaving.
I was like,
but
yeah.
Michelle's not leaving and to go pick them up.
no, that's not happening. And plus, it's out the way. Like
Yeah,
she
okay,
wouldn't
okay.
backtrack to pick them up. It's like
Okay.
on the way to school.
Okay,
So
okay.
I think it's still innocent now. But yeah, I'm still dealing with
I
that.
know.
man.
It's innocent for sure.
You think it's planned?
Yeah.
I hope not.
I do
hope not.
think
they-
that is a little bit of extra motivation to be somewhere at 8:30 sharp every day.
Well, that's what's weird. It's like, dang, school doesn't start till 9:10.
Listen, man,
And you're here at 8:30, 5-minute walk. I'm doing the math on that. I'm like, nah, there's something behind that.
There was a girl, man, when she was in the 6th grade, I was in the 8th grade, and I made sure that I walked that when the bus dropped me off,
You would
I
walk
would
by
go
her house?
home. No, I would go home. I would give me a snack. I would chill for a minute, and I knew right at 4:00 her little sister was getting dropped off at her bus, and she had to pick her little sister up at 4:00. Best believe on every day I did not have football practice for the Park Hill Pirates. I was at 35th and Holly
On that corner.
on
Every
that
day,
corner
faithfully waiting.
every Tuesday and Thursday.
Get your quarter water,
And
sit
I'm
there.
42 years old. I can tell you that story right now. I was
So
Boys are so dirty, man.
We're
It
just
starts
average.
early. It
So what
starts
do
at
you
an
do?
early
You
age.
just hold Michelle in the house and then just be like, so if school starts at 9:10 and then it's a 10-minute walk, you let her leave at 9 or you let her.
No, yeah, she's leaving at 9:45, 9:50, and I'm like, nah, y'all
Yeah.
could go ahead. She's
you
going.
talking about 8:45.
Yes, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
you
8:45.
waving them.
I wave them on.
Gotcha.
I'm like, nah,
yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
Go ahead and she'll meet y'all up there.
Yeah.
Like,
You'll
no,
see
she's
her at
not
school.
walking with you.
I got
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I got this.
So real quick, I did forget some shout outs. We got our new intern, Jaden, in the house. Thanks for helping out. And then we got our video producer, Caitlin, and also Armand helping us out. He did the video last week, and Caitlin is stepping in for Armand. So we appreciate you for everything you're doing to help us out there.
Yeah, I think Caitlin and Jay need a drop.
Yeah, we'll definitely get them a drop. I would like to keep them, so we'll definitely get the drop. So we'll see how things are working out. let's get into it, fellas. So it seems like a lot's been going on this week, man. And let's start off with Biden. He's doing a lot of pocket watching. He's doing pocket watching on everybody's bank accounts, man. So, it used to be that. So the IRS was not triggered on any transactions on your personal bank accounts unless you had $10,000, right? Is that
depositing over?
Is that what it is?
Depositing over
$10,000. Yes. So now he's trying to cut that all the way down to $600, man. And I don't like it.
There's a lot.
I don't like people watching my money anyway. But now that it's like $600, and I don't have a lot of money anyway. But $600, man, come on, like what amount of money are you trying to get, or what kind of information are you trying to figure out in order to
tax every dime?
Is that what it is?
Man, it's a lot. It's a lot of money being made under the table, man.
So they're trying to get every bit of that, especially in this digital world, right?
There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money being exchanged, man. But you got people that's making really 80 grand a year and reporting like 20.
Got it.
18,000, making 150 grand a year.
Untraced, right?
Untraced money.
Hit me through Cash App, Venmo.
Under the table, we done slip Katie
Apple Cash.
They got 100 racks. We done slip Katie 100 racks over on. We just put 100 racks for Katie on the table.
Yeah, well, Caitlin's going. She's going to be.
She lying on her 1099. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Caitlin's lying on the 1099. They're gonna get all that money, Caitlin. So you got to watch out for that. Yeah, beauticians, barbers. We were talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah.
So a little bit of that money.
Yeah, man, it's hard to trace now.
Well, he's got to pay for the $3.5 trillion budget that he's trying to get passed, so that we can revive the economy and infrastructure of the country. So maybe that's why he's doing it. Yeah,
you're gonna have to pay a lot of more people for the IRS. You need more workers. If you're going down to 600, you're gonna need
a lot of that money is gonna go to the IRS.
Yeah, man, but they not gonna be scrutinizing. But trust me, man, I bet you the IRS been doing that. I bet you the IRS been doing that type of stuff, man. But the problem is they're just putting it out there just in case you get audited.
Oh, so now the legislation is in place to make it okay.
Yeah, now the rule is hard in place. So when you get, because for people to really believe that the government really cares about your $600 deposit in your bank account.
He's absolutely right. Remember, it was
when they audit that ass, that's what it's gonna come up.
Remember, it was like 2015, 16. Like I got audited for like something back in like 2011.
Boy, you still had,
yes, I was hot.
Maybe your tax man messed up or something like that.
Nah, because I was on that 1099.
Yeah, shout out to our tax man. You know who you are. You keep us safe.
Oh, he's legit.
You keep us in the green.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's what they coming for. So like if you get audited from like 3 years from now and they say, hey, we auditing you from 2021 or whatever.
I remember that.
This is gonna be it. I can't remember the year, but remember it was like 3-4 years later everybody got audited.
And you had to pay some money, or were you good?
No, I had to pay. It wasn't a lot. It was like under $1,000, but still.
But still, you get mad because that's money you don't expect.
Right. Yeah.
So you like, what? You coming back taxes? What
right.
You talking about?
You coming for $800?
Hey, man, the government. But that's what I'm saying. But the government ain't tripping on that $600, man. I bet you they been looking at your accounts, but now it's out in the open that
Well, you got to think, Cole.
These are the guidelines.
But if so if you're starting to collect that money, that adds up, right? I don't know the numbers on it, but like if you got, I don't know, like 500,000 people
paying $800.
Yeah, if you start collecting that might be a pretty penny for something.
Man, that's why it's going and just take your correct elections out, pay your taxes, and then you ain't got to worry about all that.
Stop pocket watching, man.
Better get you a tax.
Stop looking at my pockets, man. I'm not looking at yours. Why are you looking at mine? Right, Jaden? Yeah, don't be looking at my pockets. That's how it goes. NFTs. There's been a lot of questions about NFTs and just cryptocurrency in general.
I've been reading on NFTs. I still don't know what the fuck it is.
Cole, you've been reading about NFTs a little bit?
I've read up a little bit. I'm totally confused, man.
Yeah.
What's the I'm still confused on what the actual guidelines are for which basically determines if it's an NFT or not.
So Jaden might know about this because he's a young boy, but so NFTs are non-fungible tokens. Okay, so we'll start there. What does that mean? So when something is fungible, that means it's a equal conversion, right? So the dollar, US dollar, and currencies in other country are fungible, right? So if I give you $1, I can get $1 in return. It's equal. It's the same thing. With non-fungible, they're not equal. So what's cool about that, or the way that this comes into play, is that a lot of artists, musicians, who else? Creators, right? They're starting to play into this space of where you can sell digital content, digital art as currency, as cryptocurrency. So for example, the best example is like art collection, right? When you buy a Van Gogh, Picasso, or something like that, if you get the original print, right, that's worth a lot of money. It's non-fungible because I can't really trade that for something else and it have equal value. But if you create a community that's into that, you'll be able to make money as an artist, right? So what people are starting to do is start with digital art. Like if you create a Pokemon art, I can sell that as an original copy to a buyer, to a collector.
Didn't Tory Lanez do that with like an album a month ago or something like that? Yeah,
so you can do it with, right now, the easiest way to do it is anything digital. Right. So album, art, we should probably look into it for this podcast, right? You can do the same thing of like, I can sell you the original copy of it and it'd be a collection piece, right? As the artist or the creator, you still keep the copyrights to everything. But again, if you create a community of like it being art, you can make a lot of money off of it. So that's how the NFTs come into play.
So that's like, let's say, granted. So my mind goes to remember the digital dude from Instagram, like, damn, Daniel. So that
Absolutely.
Dude could sell those original clips to somebody as NFTs.
Definitely. That's the whole idea.
Got it.
So what's interesting about that, though, as a buyer, you have to kind of have, what should I say, maybe trust or confidence in the creator that they're not going to sell a bunch of copies, right? So the thing is, if I create some clips and then sell it, then what will happen is the buyer has to kind of have faith in that creator that, all right, he's not going to sell a bunch, he or she is not going to sell a bunch more, which makes it more valuable, right?
Right.
So it's like supply and demand kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's what's interesting about this whole thing about NFTs.
It's like a gentleman's trust that the person doesn't make more.
Yes. So like when the Wu sold their album not too long ago to that one guy, it was a collector's piece, right? They own the rights, but they're not going to make another one. That's why it was so high value, right?
I think they ended up getting it back, but yes.
Yeah.
But there's nothing binding to that though, right?
No.
To say that I can't make anymore.
Because the artist owns the rights. So if they wanted to make one more, they could definitely do that, sell it for the same amount of money.
So with that specific situation, he said, like, I think the RZA was like, we only making this one copy, we selling it, but like 75 years from now, it's going to be published.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he might have put a contract or something in to make sure that they don't do that.
What's his name? Martin Scarelli. Wasn't that his name?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he owns it, and then he can then sell it and auction it based on that.
Yeah.
Man, they were doing that a lot with the like action shots in sports, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
highlights.
So who was making the money off of that? The
So you could go on, I can't remember with the site, but like you could go and put bids on like certain clips.
yeah, but who's getting paid for that? Not the athlete, right?
No.
NBA owns all. Well, so it depends on the sport, of course, but they own the licensing of all pictures, photos, probably videos that are created. You have to get permission from the league in order to do that.
So at that point, think of them like trading cards.
That's it.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what all NFTs are basically. In
you
a
can
sense.
think in a sense, right?
But I can trade those for cash.
You can.
Yes.
You can.
Yeah, you can
trade
so
those
like,
for cash.
Yeah, so you could, if you got the LeBron blocking $1 game 7, obviously that's worth a lot of money. You could sell that if you own that.
Yep.
Mhm.
But the NBA owns the licensing to that.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to, they could do the same thing.
Yep.
Man, it is so many ways to make money.
That's why the
It
IRS
is.
is coming for you. I know 600.
Yeah,
It
that's
gets
what I'm
back to
saying.
that, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like
Pocket watching, man.
they want to get their hands on every little cent, man.
That's it. Because there's so many ways to make money.
But can they tax you on that though?
You're supposed to report it in your taxes. So if you're whoever sold it, yes,
Right. So
you
if
have to
I had
report that.
Right. So if I had a Michael Jordan rookie card, I bought it in '84 for, just in the regular pack, and I sell
Yep.
it today for $2 million.
Tax,
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's $2 million. Never mind.
tax. There's probably like a
Yeah.
what do they call it?
Yeah.
Long game
Yeah,
terms or
yeah.
something like that. But that's how it's going, man.
Damn. Yeah, you can't
So we
make
got to
no
get an
money.
NFT for this podcast, this.podcast to be exact. So
So we gotta get a little racy, man.
yeah, man.
People like people like raciness.
We got to step our game up, our smut game up a little bit,
Yeah,
man.
man. We gotta interview
Yeah.
Chore Daddy. Have Chore Daddy on us again.
Yeah, what's going on with Chore Daddy? Can we talk about that a little bit?
I am looking for a trademark attorney right now.
Nice, man. Nice. So
Well, no,
tell us about the
Georgia man
content
won't-
though. Like, what's that going to look like? Because we talked about this numerous times, but you haven't given us the lowdown. We need details. What's
You need
going
details. All
on?
right.
Yeah.
So everybody knows I'm a single man. I live a bachelor lifestyle.
Yep.
So
Like to keep the house clean.
I like to keep my house clean.
Yeah.
So back when I was driving to work downtown, like I didn't have a lot of time. Somebody would come to my house and I would be, let's just say, half naked. Like I'm bottoms on, but like no shirt.
Okay.
And then I'll hear a random comment like, I could watch you do this all day. Like, what are you talking? Like, what are you talking about? She was like, I could literally watch you clean with no shirt on
Oh, wow.
all day. And then I just kept hearing it enough. I was like,
Chore Daddy.
Chore
Sell-
Daddy.
I'm selling my body.
That's it.
Yeah.
So would the
pretty
mailman tell you the same thing?
No,
Like when you came to the door half naked? Like,
I'll never go to the door half naked.
okay.
I can
For the
bring your
chore-
mail
for the
all day
mailman.
looking like that, boy.
Yo,
Get out of
okay.
here. Nah, I don't like. Nah, I'm not one of those people who like even cut their grass with their shirt off. No, I don't do that.
You don't do that?
have a clip on.
He does.
I saw it. I
He
had
did
to
have
check.
one.
I'm saying prior to this,
I had to peruse Chore Daddy.
it's only 3 clips.
What do you mean prior to this?
Prior to the Chore Daddy days, I've never done it.
Got it. So that was
I didn't start.
that
doing
was
it.
specifically for Chore Daddy to be in the backyard,
Yes.
half naked,
Yeah.
cutting the grass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's half naked, man?
Bottoms on.
but no. Look, man, we got to be more
Bottoms
specific.
and flip flops.
Hey, and we paused
Bottoms,
this whole
flip flops, and
conversation.
socks.
But what's
Like,
bottoms, man?
Like, I don't know. It depends.
So
It
let's
depends-
stop there. Let's
It
stop there.
depends on the weather.
No.
It
Let's stop
depends
right
on
there.
the weather.
I like that.
Does it
Where you
depend
going?
on what subscription you got?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
Ooh.
Okay.
There you go.
Patreon content.
Yeah, it's gonna be a difference between Patreon and OnlyFans when they stop flip flopping.
All right.
That's interesting. Let's stay there because, like, so what chores would get on Patreon versus like you just gonna give it up? You're gonna give it up on YouTube. I want the rundown of like, because see when you talk about cutting grass, that's definitely YouTube, to build your fan base. But to get that Patreon content. Let's go there. What are you thinking
Patreon's
about?
not nude, so it could
But
be
no, you Patreon, you're paying for it.
Oh, right.
So
right,
I'm
I see
saying
what you're
cutting
saying.
grass. That's like, it's appealing, but it's like, that's
Yeah.
PG.
Right.
PG-13. I want
Show
the.
exclusive, man.
How do you get the person on
First off,
Patreon?
you don't have to be on Patreon or OnlyFans and be naked. Yeah.
You said what?
You don't have to be naked to have a subscription on either of those. But I get what you're saying though.
Yeah.
But are
I don't know.
the ladies gonna get what they paying for? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. What are you
And
going to
how
get the people?
How far are you
don't
gonna
know.
take it, man?
Just
I
give me a
don't know.
scenario that
Let's
this
just-
is exclusive Patreon content. Tune in.
Baby oil. Baby oil.
Baby
When I'm
oil.
baby oil down, that's the OFans or the Patreon or Patreon. whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could be
Baby oil.
oiled up cooking.
Yeah, so
With
let's
an
say
apron on.
Patreon. I got. So let's say the Patreon is baby oil and jeans, and the O fans is my draws and
Oh my goodness, man, that's gonna get nasty. There you go.
boy.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go,
boy.
man. That's the side
ladies,
hustle.
I still want to keep
The
it.
side hustle.
I still want to keep it funny though. So I'm gonna have to reach out to a past interview, Shanta, and see what she
Oh,
what
get some-
kind of game she.
Hey, you gonna be
Get some guidance there.
Are there
Yeah.
gonna be any like are you gonna have like any fan appreciation? Are you gonna interact with
Absolutely.
your fans?
Absolutely.
So how's that gonna work, man? You
I
gonna have
don't know.
like
So it's like,
a live show at your house?
probably
Buy one chore, get the other chore for free.
something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Or like I'll
Halloween special.
I'll be like
Halloween's coming up right around the corner, man.
right. So there you
So
go.
you gotta
Big-
put on the face mask. You know what I
a
mean?
little Chippendale tie, something like that. I don't know. I figure I haven't celebrated Halloween in a long
Dog,
time.
like,
but
you really
Come
you know,
out with Jason like with a weed whacker. Some
Right,
I don't
something like
know,
that.
man. Like you gotta
Man.
get
like, you know what I
creative.
mean? Like go to somebody's backyard, pour them a glass of wine, and then I start cutting their grass, or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So you're gonna take it to people's house?
went down the road.
And videotape it.
Got it.
Down the road. Hopefully.
Hey man, you gotta
know
go
what I mean?
shopping, dog. Don't you gotta go
I'm not
shopping?
gonna see. This is why I don't like bring it up because I already know where he's going. He wants me. Yeah,
What's
I
he
already
trying to put? Yeah.
Gotta
What's
go-
your?
Dog, you gotta-
thongs, banana hammocks, all that shit. That's
what
where
you
he's
gotta
going.
wear. Dog,
That's
for the
where he's
exclusive,
going.
Dog, for the exclusive footage, that's what you gotta wear.
Man, I ain't wearing no banana. I ain't wearing no banana.
Dog,
You know
open it-
what? So let's stay there because I was at Cole's house for his daughter's birthday, which was amazing. Shout out to Seven. She just turned
A year.
a year. And an interesting conversation just caught my ear. I was there to support Seven.
Right.
I was trying to, interact with Seven because I don't get to interact with his lovely daughter that much.
Right.
And it was all women there, except Miko and Wasinda was there.
Mm-hmm.
How many? It was all Caroline's
Yeah, it was
cousins
all
and
Caroline's
sisters,
cousins.
right?
Yep.
Anyway, they were just talking about men, and I think it was metrosexuals. Is that? I don't know how it was framed, but what caught my eye or caught my attention, it was that they started talking about taking showers, and loofahs came up.
Oh yeah.
So
What's wrong with loofahs?
let me tell you. So they were saying that they don't want their men or they don't date guys that use loofahs. So I use loofahs to wash up, and I was thinking to myself, like, I was gonna stay out of it, but then they just started going in like
They want you old school washcloth.
yeah,
in it.
you
I
Metro washcloth.
I washcloth.
And in my mind, I'm thinking like, this is 2021
Right.
technology.
Right.
It's like using an electric toothbrush.
A cassette tape.
Yeah, no, not even that. I'm just talking about using a loofah. That's how I feel.
But
like,
I'm just saying, like, it's old school.
that's 2.0 of how you wash up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like that scrubs the skin a little bit more. But they were like, no.
Yeah. You get more suds, all that other stuff.
Yeah, they were like, no, you can't do that. That's what's the right word for that?
Metrosexual.
Yeah, I guess so. It was a little metrosexual, less masculine.
What's
Let's
wrong?
talk. That's how it comes out, like less masculine.
You can't be a man and take care of your skin.
That's what James said. God damn it, I'll use loofah.
I let him know, like, yo, I use a loofah.
I use a loofah.
Yeah. I mean, what's wrong with that?
I remember when we went down to Dallas for Casey's 30th birthday.
Yeah.
And you brought a loofah, but it was like pink or purple, and Steve called you out for it. You remember that?
He probably did.
He was like, "Who in here got the loofah?"
Hey man,
I raised my hand like, and what?
I wish we could have a live poll. Jada, you using loofah or towel, man? A loofah?
Yeah.
Who talked you to Who told you to use loofah?
So let me ask you this, Cole. How many times do you wash up a day?
Twice.
See, that's what I'm saying. When you have a loofah, I feel like you get everything once and you get the total cleaning package.
Man, I'm kind of like I'm kind of like that guy that needs to take a shower to get me going in the morning.
Got it.
And then I take a shower at night to wash the day off of me. That's just kind of how I am.
That's how you work it out.
Yeah, so I'm right after I work out.
But do you use electric toothbrush?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, see, that feels like, so why do you use electric toothbrush?
Man, honestly, I think the dentist talked me into it, man. You know, you go to the dentist, you get that teeth cleaning. Why don't you go to get you this Sonic care? They kind of guilt you, and they're paying $200 for a diamond clean.
Got it. Got it.
Right, so
Sonic
that's pretty.
toothbrush.
Yeah, so to Jay's point, that's pretty much a deeper clean for your teeth. But we talking out for your skin, though.
I'm just a towel. I'm just a towel guy, man.
Yeah.
Just a good old washcloth. You good?
Well, do you use body wash?
Yeah, I do.
All right, because I feel like if you got the rag and the body wash, it don't
It
mix.
don't work. It don't mix.
Now, if you would have told me you had a soap bar and then you use
washcloth.
washcloth, I'd be like, all right, I can get down with
Don't
that.
try that Dove, man. You use Dove.
I do.
I'm a Dove guy. That Dove works perfect on the towel.
I use
With the exfoliate. Yeah.
Yeah, the Dove, but you know what I noticed?
See, that's the thing. They take everything but the last step.
The level.
So he got the
Right.
exfoliation
So he got
and all the grain in it.
yeah.
The
Everything.
level, no, but the
Yeah,
level,
yeah.
but it also depends on the level of Dove you get.
You know they got black loofahs. You know, so if you're worried about color, you're good.
No, man, I'm still.
You know what I mean?
I was thinking like you was talking about black owned loofahs. I was like, what?
No, the color black.
No,
My bad.
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
deep
yeah, I
blue,
was like, yeah,
navy.
yeah.
You know,
I got all of them.
You know, purple.
I
Man,
got
but
purple.
okay. So,
But I use them.
so branding opportunity. Man.
Mine are recyclable.
You have Chore Daddy loofahs.
Chore Daddy loofahs.
Oh,
Dude,
kill
you
it.
do the chores. You do the chores. You do the chores.
I like
and then
that.
You take the shower. You take your shower pause in your loofah.
Let's ask a
Chore
woman.
That's
Daddy.
the
Chore
old.
Daddy.
Caitlin, how do
That's
you feel about guys that use loofahs?
It's great.
Yeah, see, I think, yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't,
I don't know.
Loofah or towel?
Lupa.
Look.
Person. Yeah.
Even for your guy,
Oh, for my guy, I think he just uses his hands.
he uses his
Straight
hands. Got it.
That is weirder.
You think so?
Oh my God.
Well, I think you could scratch. You know what I mean? Kind
Nah.
of get that.
You gotta
dead
have a
skin.
barrier, man. You gotta have a barrier in me.
Nah,
Is that what it is?
I need a barrier. I need something between my hand. I need my hand and towel and the body.
See, I've been.
Tell
There's
her.
certain
hand in my
areas.
body.
It's certain areas you get to that you got to make sure you got to have a barrier between there.
Yeah, nah.
These days you have
I've
bare
heard
hand,
of people
man.
who
A loofah does that.
I've heard of families who just use the bar of soap. Like a household of 4 uses this one bar of soap
Oh no,
with no washcloth.
nah, man, nah.
Right. That's
All right.
what I'm getting at. That's gross.
All right, man. Let's move
All
on.
right, let's go get off Chore Daddy,
Yeah,
man.
let's get off Chore Daddy.
But shout out to Chore Daddy doing all the chores that your lady, that your man,
That your man won't do.
that your man won't do.
There we
Doing
go.
it.
In
Chores.
the raciest of the raciest
Yeah.
way. And
Takes
depending
the trash out, puts the trash bag back in as soon as he comes back.
Go
in the
ahead and
house.
produce some co.
and depending on the price,
Price willing.
ain't no telling. Ain't no.
Co's your manager. Co's
lady-
your manager. He's ready.
Ladies, everybody got a price.
Nah.
you want
Courtney-
them, you
Courtney can't manage me.
You want them boxer briefs? You want them boxer briefs to come down?
Courtney,
Oh my goodness.
Courtney had me
you
down
better
at
pay.
All right.
Courtney had me down at tracks.
At the horizon.
Yeah.
Mr.
Courtney had me.
A's.
Right.
Ladies,
Yeah.
trust me.
Let's do it.
When the money hit the wood,
Real quick. So I didn't see the versus battle. Did y'all see the versus battle
I saw
between
it.
Fat Joe
I
and
watched
Ja
it.
Rule?
I watched it.
I wasn't interested.
I didn't watch it. How was it?
It was great,
I'm
man.
guessing Ja was.
Who won?
Ja Rule by,
Hair.
I say Ja Rule by, probably by 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah, because, man, I think people forget how
Ja Rule has a catalog, man.
Ja Rule has a monster. Man,
yeah.
you know what? I never stopped being a Ja Rule fan. I like Ja Rule's not like, I'm not like,
I agree.
yeah, Ja Rule was the shit. Like, I think people fell into that whole 50 kind of clowning
50 kind of,
Yeah.
50 kind of overwhelmed him.
overwhelmed them. But I think people really forget about the amount of music that Ja Rule
Dude.
had. Because that was our
He got hits.
That was our era.
prime club
Absolutely.
days, man. That Ja Rule era.
Holla.
And I mean, he was topping the charts at that
Everything.
time.
Everything.
Writing for people. Like, if you needed a hit, really, you would go to Ja Rule.
The Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was kind of corny was that Fat Joe reached into a bag. Like, come on, man. Like, he played Big Pun.
Oh, he done that.
I Don't Want to Be a Player.
He wasn't on that album. Or that song.
Yeah, but he's like,
You can't do a tribute
I
to his boy.
executive produced. Like, no, he was taking like executive producing credits.
So
they're
Fat
from
Joe
a play
does
the
do
song.
beats. He used to do beats back in
No,
the
but
day.
executive producer
But
doesn't
yeah,
mean that you did the beat.
But I'm
No, it
saying,
doesn't.
yeah.
And hold on to that because I want to talk about what's next. But
Yeah, I know where you're going. Yeah. But no, go ahead.
But I think people really, really forget how many songs Fat Joe got.
Fat Joe got some hits,
Well,
man.
Fat Joe's been around for a long time.
But here's the ill part. Now, here's the ill part that
Deep
don't nobody
cover.
want to talk about.
Yeah.
Now he did that, right? He did that song,
Yeah.
but he had now this was hard. He had Remy Ma do Big Pun's verse.
Nice.
And she sung it. I mean, she rapped that shit to the T.
The T.
Yeah, man. But
Fat Joe has a lot of collabs, man.
a lot. But
Duh.
And he
they
got a
didn't
lot
even-
of like street records.
But
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
even get to the R. Kelly bag.
Good.
No, I'm just saying with hits. I'm saying just keeping it 100.
What you
The
mean?
songs that Ja Rule and Fat Joe got with R. Kelly were hits. I'm not saying that they should have. I'm not saying that they should have.
Oh,
It's
got
right
it.
that they didn't play those songs.
Yeah.
I'm saying that it just adds on to the hits that they have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's poor taste if you
Oh,
do
yeah. It would have been poor taste if they played his songs. I'm not saying that they should have played them songs. I'm
Right.
saying like, man, like they didn't even get into that bag. They just stayed directly with just. But
So with Ja Rule, excuse me, he had what is it, Vinny Vetti Vici?
That was his first one.
yeah,
That was the first one. That album was hard.
That
man.
album was hard, man.
That might be like close to a 5-micer in my
album
mind.
It was
That was hard, man.
And then they never really got a chance. I wish it would have happened though. But Murder Inc.
Yeah.
When he would flow with DMX
And Jay.
Jay-Z,
He played them joints. He played both of them.
dude, that was fire.
Man,
And then just all his commercial songs, like he's deep, man.
it will help
he's
Fat
deep.
Joe as Fat Joe he's still making music currently.
He is.
Yeah.
So like he plays some more current stuff that I think people kind of forgot that he had. But
Like Fat Joe got some hits with Khaled too. Because remember we was down in
does.
Miami, they was playing him.
He
tough.
does.
So what's that? Was he on Make It Rain? If I
yeah,
remember, Make
that's
It
his song.
Rain.
Make It
That's his
Rain.
song.
Was he on We Taking Over too?
No,
He
I don't
wasn't.
think he was on that one.
Yeah, but
No,
like
but-
he's like when like Khaled was on the map,
But
so
Make
like
It Rain is-
2008, whenever we was out there, 2005, I think, somewhere around there. He's like kind of responsible for like launching some of them dudes too.
Man, but you know
Yeah,
who
Fat
was,
Joe keeps a street anthem.
you know who
Yeah.
was
You know what I mean?
beautiful on that thing though?
Lil Mo?
Ashanti.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Oh my God.
and
dog.
Ashanti. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She has aged
She already
beautifully. She looks like
Yeah.
she hasn't. She looks like she did when she came out
Yeah,
like 20 years ago.
Ashanti has aged flawlessly, dog.
yeah. She did a verses too with what was his name?
Keisha Cole.
There you go.
Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
Almost said Kelly Rowland.
I saw some of that. That was pretty good. But so Cole made a great point about what songs should be allowed in the verses. And quickly after that verses was over with Fat Joe and Ja Rule, my man JD was there. I guess he was in attendance, and he said he wants Diddy, man. He said he wants to battle Diddy, and then Diddy replied, let me bring it up.
He don't want no parts of Diddy.
Diddy said,
I think he does.
hold on, man, let
He
me
don't
get this
want
off.
no parts of Diddy. In any capacity.
So what Diddy replied with was, beloved, you my nigga, but your arm's too short to box with God. You ain't got enough hits. I'll smash you with just Biggie and Mary, but I do have the utmost
See?
respect on you as a musical legend. Dre, the only one can get in the ring with me. Love.
I don't think people
I disagree.
understand how much JD done produced.
His catalog,
and wrote.
man.
Hey, man.
Like there's shit that you don't think all that Escape shit.
He's
I'm
worked
not-
with mega artists.
I'm
Escape. So I wouldn't even count them as mega artists, but they definitely have a hit catalog.
But you gotta
But then
talking
you
to-
got,
you
hold on,
talking
let me
about-
get this off. So you got Janet Jackson, Usher, Jay-Z he's worked with, Mariah. Like he can go in his bag. Criss Cross was the hottest group at one time.
You are literally talking about the man
Lil Bow Wow.
who invented the remix.
JD
Are you
has
talking
too.
about
JD has too.
Puff Daddy?
Yes.
Okay.
JD has too.
I don't think he invented. I think Puff got that bag. I think that he has that claim.
And like you said, he got, hey, that trump card is Mary J. Blige in his back pocket.
Better than Mariah Carey?
What did Mary J. Blige do first?
The 911?
No.
Or what's the 411?
No, she was singing over hip hop beats.
Yeah, I'll give you that. But so Kodo, which was a great point, is Puff Daddy did a lot of executive producing. Like he is not producing the beats. He's not doing any writing. JD has that in his back pocket. Like he's put beats out there and he's written for these artists.
JD might have a wider spread. Possibly.
Yeah.
When you talking about hits, no. So if we go the best 20 verse 20,
Yeah.
I don't see nobody beating Puff. So that's I'm not well. No, I don't. I mean, not nobody. I don't see JD beating Puff. Sorry.
But I think we get caught up. So if you're just talking about artistry and
Dog, JD's
contributing, hold on, let me get this off, Go.
I'm not.
So wait. So if you're talking about artistry and actually producing, right? Hands-on audio mixers, writing, lyrics, performing. Puff Daddy doesn't really have a lot of that in his catalog other than him, like somebody writing for him being in the videos, and then somebody producing albums for him.
I'm not disagreeing with anything you said.
JD has done all of that.
Dog, who's on Bad Boy? Who's on Bad Boy that outdoes TLC and Usher?
Biggie.
No. Biggie did. Biggie's dead.
Biggie he didn't outdo TLC.
We're not talking about numbers.
We're talking about numbers. Biggie ain't close.
We're talking about hits
to
because you bring
TLC.
the 20 best hits.
I'm still riding with Puff,
Usher.
man.
Usher.
I'm not.
Bow Wow.
He's worked with Usher.
I'm
and Bow Wow.
not disagreeing.
But I'm with you, Cole. Like,
I'm not disagreeing with you. This could go. You could say this about this. This is sort of on the scale of a Michael Jackson Prince argument. Prince is the man behind his music. Prince can play any instrument known to man. He's responsible for his sound.
yeah.
Can he?
Well, Mike has his own sound.
But what I'm saying is Quincy Jones is doing the beats for Mike and all that other stuff. All stuff
Yeah.
like you talking about.
Yeah.
Who you picking?
Dog.
But Mike has choreography. You know.
Right, he's more on the entertainer side, where Prince is more on that
And he got
music
hits,
side.
man.
I'm not saying neither one of them don't have
This
hits.
man has done so much work
But
with
I'm
Mariah
not.
Carey.
He has the wider spread. Absolutely,
But let me ask you
he
this.
has the wider spread. Absolutely. Do he got the hits?
But let me ask you this. So,
And if you talking
but
about
when you're
them as-
talking about Puff and JD, when you think about them as what? Producers?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay, so if we're just talking about
Because if
producing,
we're talking about the musician,
but if we're
nobody
just
up
talking
here-
about producing, I would think that's how you compare them to. When you talk about Prince, if you were Prince and Mike, I think you would just talk about songs, just because.
Yeah, but JD's a
That's
songwriter
what they did.
too, though.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah. So he got that extra dimension.
That's what I mean.
Jermaine
So he can-
Dupri is more talented.
No, but
Absolutely.
Mike, in the verses, he can dip into most songs. That he can say, no, I didn't invest, I didn't executive produce this song.
Right.
I did the beat on this song. I wrote this song.
And I
performed
performed.
this song.
Yeah.
And that's
If we
when
talking
Diddy,
about performing-
and that's when Diddy's getting a little crazy.
If
But
we,
no.
If we're talking about performance songs, you already know it's Puff. Puff has more hits
But
rapping than JD does.
But I think you just neglected everything else
I'm
he
not.
said.
I'm-
the song composition,
I'm not.
putting the entire thing together.
I'm not.
I think that's what JD has
I'm
over
not.
Puff.
I'm not discrediting it. I'm hearing everything he's saying. I'm still riding with Puff.
You still riding with Puff?
Yep.
All right, man.
I'm still going
Hey,
with Puff.
I'm just. Hey, you know what?
But when
You
he
know what?
says like
Different,
Dr.
different.
Dre's the only,
Let me ask you a question. So, in terms of music, we're talking Puff Daddy and we're talking JD, right? And we're talking JD in terms of producer songwriter. How far in the bag can JD go in a verses with Puff Daddy?
Just as far as Puff could go with JD, right? They can both go just as far. They both have a very elaborate bag there.
So if
you
you
had
were
to choose, who you choosing?
Shucks. I probably wouldn't choose because they both have very elaborate bags. Like that So Def collab bag is so deep. That Atlanta campaign is unlike no other. It's able to expand Mariah's. It's able to expand J.E.'s and the Brats and Bow Wows. It started careers, escapes, right? But the Puff is able to go and cross over to the same Mariah's, the Locks, the Jadakiss, the Biggies, that what his crew was, what was his lady crew? Oh, Total, Shine, 112, right? So
yeah,
it's these are just the crews that they owned, right? These are just the crews that were under their labels. These are just the people that they were able to say, okay, not only do I own this, I can remix this song and make another bag off of it.
But
right?
is there a difference?
Got
Is
it.
there a difference between being the executive producer, being a producer songwriter?
Yes.
So how many? So in that bag, we start hitting in that bag. Doesn't JD have some separation from Puff?
His separation is his contracts, right? His contracts were a little bit different because he was doing a lot more writing as well as producing, right? I'm doing the beat, plus I'm doing the arrangement, and I'm helping you with these words. So I'm getting a whole lot different cut. However, Puff did the bully deal, and I'm gonna give you this these shiny suits. I'm gonna give you these cars. I'm gonna give you a house. I'm gonna give you all that. But don't ask about this paperwork now.
Yeah, but
No,
true
that's-
artistry. But so when you're talking about true artistry, and to say no, but hear me out. But like what's different saying when you're talking about true artistry and to say as an artist, this is what I contributed to a song, as opposed to executive producing a song to where I actually had creative control over this song. Like Fat Joe tried to take credit. Scott Storch had to say, "Hold up, man, you just helped me with the dun 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 dun."
That's it.
Oh, Candy Shop.
That's like Tommy.
Scott Storch was like,
Wait,
man,
wait, 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 wait.
I'm not-
That's like
I'm not
that's like
disagreeing with
that's
what
like
y'all was
Tommy
saying.
Mottola coming in and saying, you know what, I created Mariah Carey.
Tommy Mottola ain't rap though.
If you gave him some lyrics to rap,
he would rap.
he could take credit for that. I think that's what Puff does. So to Courtney's point, it's like there's artistry.
Take my pride. Can't nobody hold me
Again,
down.
there's artistry.
Oh,
He told you. I don't write rhymes.
I write
checks. So I can't hate on the game.
I am not disagreeing
But that's
with
like-
anything you two are saying. I think that's what you
But
two
you
are
just
not
say
understanding.
in a
I'm just
versus
saying-
battle, song for song, Puff Daddy will get JD
Yes.
out of there. All right, so football news, rumor report. Thanks to Angela Yee, shout out. But I heard Jay-Z and Jeff Bezos, when the Broncos become available, they might be first in line. How would you feel about that, Co?
Oh, I'm all for it.
If that happened, I'd probably become a Broncos fan.
I have
I'm not
Rockefeller Plains. I mean, a Rockefeller Plains Bronco hat. Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
blue and orange. Blue and orange. That'd be so smooth.
Oh, stupid.
That would
That'd be nice.
smooth.
That'd be nice. So you for that?
I'm all for it, man.
Yeah.
But Jay-Z bringing the guys to Denver, Colorado?
Come on, man.
Ooh, Jay-Z got Electronica doing a halftime show in Denver,
Come
Colorado.
on,
I didn't
man.
even
Oh
think
my
about stuff like
God.
that.
Yeah, you know he's gonna have the halftime live.
Beyonce
Yeah,
at Denver, Colorado.
They're gonna be in
halftime
the
show.
in the suite.
Man, it's,
Yeah,
Right.
showing up for the games.
I didn't even think about stuff like that.
And then you know he's already in the cannabis business, so I'm sure he would
Yeah.
try to put that on the map
But
out here.
The
hey, but is Denver ready for that though? But
Monogram.
is Denver ready for that though?
I think so. What do you think, Jaden? I think so. You don't think so? You don't think they're ready for that?
He think Hove too old.
Yeah.
Is
Hove's a little bit over
Jay-Z too
time.
old for you, man? Oh, okay. All right. All right. All right.
What album you listening
I
to?
like this intern.
444?
I like
Yeah.
this intern.
Absolutely, man. He's got some swag.
Favorite Jay-Z album, just real quick.
444. That's
Okay.
his favorite Jay-Z.
All right.
That's not a bad one.
All right.
That's not
No,
bad.
it's
Bad
not
one to
bad.
have.
All right.
So you for it, Co? We all for it?
I'm all
I'm
for it.
I think Denver would be.
I'm just-
they'll
I'm
turn
just-
it up a notch.
I just hope Denver's for it.
What if he moved him to Brooklyn?
Oh, Co be hot.
The Brooklyn
Oh, man, that'd be
Broncos.
a-
Oh,
that would never happen.
Oh,
would never
man.
happen.
Oh,
would
no.
never
They
happen,
would let
no.
that happen here.
Oh, no.
No, they
oh,
wouldn't
no.
let that happen.
Oh,
no.
no.
All right. Nicki Minaj versus the world. Y'all been keeping up with Nicki?
Oh, with the COVID stuff?
Yeah, in her comments. Do we want to touch on that? Do we want to leave?
hey,
it?
I really
man.
don't.
I just,
You don't?
so
Why not,
I was
man?
going to call you. No,
Oh,
Jay.
you scared of everything.
Nah,
man.
we
I'm
talked
not scared
about
of it.
No, we talked about this with Shanta, man.
Yeah,
we had
listen.
we had a nice little,
And let's keep it light. Let's
nice
just keep it
little
light.
debate with
Yeah,
Shanti.
absolutely.
and I just hate the fact that we have gotten so polarized, man, with this shot shit. It's like people are mad at people that's getting the shot, and people are looking down on people who don't have the shot.
All right, so real quick though, for Nicki Minaj, did you hear what her comments were as far as
Yeah,
getting
about
the
her
shot?
cousin, got the shot, and he had some type of adverse
Like his
reaction.
his testicles were swollen,
Yeah,
and he's not able to have kids anymore.
man, I ain't from the shot, man. That's from something else.
Yeah, that's what I said
That's something-
too.
he got a shot.
That
all
was,
right.
that
So
was
when
the
you got,
underlying
like-
condition
He got a
for
shot
her,
at that
too.
ooh wee. That's what he got.
That
Like
was
she has over what? Does she have 22 or 2 million followers? I don't know what it is, but when
probably
you're
more like
starting
22.
saying things like that, it's
Dog,
I don't know. I just don't think you should
Dog.
put that kind of information out.
this vaccine shit has gotten crazy.
It has. It's got out of hand.
It's literally broken up friendships. It's probably split up families.
People
No,
losing
no,
their
for real,
jobs.
'cause
Not
people-
people
No, I
losing their
believe you, man.
jobs.
Dog.
People
so,
losing jobs.
So the whole thing we was talking about at the last time with Shanta, when Shanta was on the show, we was talking about. I said, I had some vaccine hesitancy, but I had to get the vaccine because I had to be vaccinated for my job.
Yep.
Right? And then Mike talked about the whole vaccine, and then I was like, it is funny because when I walked out of there, just for the friendly banner of it all,
Yeah.
right, it hit me. I was like, okay. But everybody went and got the vaccine. But then how did it feel to know that you still was going to get COVID with the vaccine or not?
It's not a cure, dude.
Yeah, it's a
No,
vaccine.
but it was sold that way in the beginning.
No,
No,
it's always
never
been a
sold that
vaccine.
way.
I didn't take it as
So
such.
so how'd you take it?
As if I get this shot, if I do contract the virus, it will be less harmful to me.
But
Lesson
that's
of
not how
both.
it's being sold.
That's
was never sold.
that's how I took it. It's not a cure, dude.
When it first came out,
It's like the flu shot. The flu shot doesn't cure the flu. It just
Right.
You
No.
can still get the flu.
it's not a flu cure.
But when it first came out, it was said, you know what? If I get the vaccine, I'm looking out for James. And if James gets the vaccine, he's looking out for Mike.
But there's still
because it was being sold that
There
it
was
being
that.
sold
there was
Absolutely.
that. Absolutely.
It was
Then
being
it was
sold
like
that.
kids can't get it, and things
Yeah,
like
but
that. There was a
Then
lot of that.
later on, they were like, okay, it's not with this new variant. Maybe, you know, we were a little hasty in the information we gave.
But let me ask you this. So do you believe in science, right?
Oh,
So things evolve, right?
He didn't say that too convincingly. Yeah.
no, I do.
No, but I'm just saying
yeah.
that
I'm fucking
some
with you.
things aren't absolute,
I'm fucking
and you
with
know
you.
things
Yeah.
evolve
Yeah.
over time, and you find new information. So you're all about that, right? So I think, to your point, I think when it happened, you're right. It was like, hey, if you get the shot, there's a low chance that you will
Contracted.
it and then transfer over to the next person.
That's
Right.
still the idea.
Yeah, it is. But
Not really.
I think, but what baffles me is that people, and you know, for the right reasons, you should do your own research. But I would say 85% of us don't do that type of research that deep to say, hey, what are the ingredients in this? What's going into the vaccine? You know, let me go check that out on Google, etc.
People only care about the vaccine ingredients now.
But
and that's the issue.
But that's the thing.
That's
So
the
I
problem.
feel like a lot of people have put other things in their body where they don't
Exactly.
do that.
I totally agree with you.
Extent of investigation. I mean, we're all athletes here, right? I'm sure there's been things that you've been told to take and you
Stephen
didn't
A.
think.
said it.
Yeah, you don't think twice about it,
No,
right?
James, you're 100% correct. For me, I'm just saying. For me, it's just crazy how like this vaccine that's got us just out of our mind. We're in a world now where we're just skeptical of everything that we choose to be skeptical of.
Yeah. I'm with
Oh,
you there.
absolutely.
Like the shit it's so much shit we do that we don't know what's going in our body.
It is.
But this whole vaccine has gotten so freaking polarized. It's just crazy, man.
And to your point, like there's a lot of things out there that will
Kill
back
you.
up your point of view though when it comes to like why you're not going to take the vaccine. Like you can find, unfortunately, Nicki Minaj, like look what she said happened to her cousin.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj is not a expert, not a doctor. You know, you just shouldn't be saying, you can say whatever you want.
And they take
But
me.
I think the person shouldn't invest so much into these celebrities when they say these type of things.
Dog, and when the celebrities say something, the politicians hop on what the celebrity said
Yeah.
because she's black, and they hop on to what Nicki Minaj says. It says, well, hey, look at Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj doesn't feel that we shouldn't be taking the vaccine. So why are you taking the vaccine? Like, this shit is crazy.
It is. 'Cause she
man.
had Carson Tucker.
Tucker Carlson.
Is that what
On
it is?
Fox
Okay.
News.
Got it. Yeah.
Oh, the bow tie dude.
All of a sudden he's backing up Nicki. All of a sudden he's backing up Nicki Minaj. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Like exactly.
Yo, man, this
Hey.
world, but the world we are living in is utterly crazy, man.
Fickle.
It is. It is fickle. Anything to add to that, Mike? Or are you good?
No, I just the thing I didn't like about this is just not Cardi B, Nicki Minaj and Joanne Reed going at it.
Yeah, she
I-
did kind of attack her.
I did not like that.
Yeah, that was. We don't
Let me
need that
ask you,
black
man,
on
let me
black
ask you,
crime.
man, does it matter if a girl's vaxxed if you gonna knock it down, single man? The girl gotta be vaxxed?
Hey man, as long as you ain't got it.
What you see?
long as you ain't
see what
got
I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see how much grief he got? Courtney walked in this room, man. He wasn't vaccinated. Before I got Courtney came up here. Courtney came up in here just all unvaccinated.
Can
I
I-
went
can
to
I-
the
Wait. I had the same sentiment as you, but just to hear you say that,
No.
As long as she ain't got it.
no. You didn't
There's a
do
difference.
you didn't do no check-in, none of that. Oh, go ahead, explain yourself because I'm interested to
Well,
hear.
first off, Courtney had it. There's the difference.
No,
He knew he had it.
Thank
you
you.
knew he had it.
That's
Okay.
the only difference.
That's
Courtney.
a lie.
Courtney
That's a lie, dog. That's a lie. That's
Courtney,
a lie.
after like 5-6 days,
That's
you
a
was
lie.
trying to come out the house, man.
I called y'all the very next day.
He did.
I got the test. I
He did.
text y'all the very next day, and I was not trying to come back here 5 days.
All
later.
right. Well, I guess we remember it.
Yeah.
differently.
Okay.
He came
totally
back
different.
7 days later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was
You
it
sat
10?
here.
You got
It
quarantined?
wasn't the normal 10.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, okay. That's all. That's all.
Oh, but you was vaxxed though. You should. What you worried about?
When you got it, no, I wasn't vaxxed.
Nobody
Not
was
at
vaxxed.
that time.
You were vaxxed. No, you were fully vaxxed.
No,
Not in
he
March.
had one
Yes,
No,
shot.
it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
I didn't get. I
You
didn't
see how
get
that
to
feel? You see how that feel?
I had one.
Start making shit
No,
up.
I had one.
Nobody making that.
All right.
James had his first dose.
I did.
Yeah, Jay.
But that's the thing, though, that they
Not me.
encourage
Get that
you.
booster. You had that booster to feel
Nah,
fully,
they
fully,
say-
fully in the
That's
fully
the
in
one
clear.
thing I'm not gonna do as a booster. I'm not getting a third shot.
Why not?
No, I don't want to do that shit.
Well, you just
You're not getting a third?
I'm not getting the
Why
third.
not? Why not? You got the
Nah.
second one. Why not get the third?
Because you're supposed to get two.
You're supposed to get the third after
So
6 months.
that goes
6 to 8
back
months.
to what I was saying. Things evolve. So that's part of the science evolving. That now you need a booster.
Well,
Man, Mike-
I guess I'm Team Courtney then. I'm coming over to your
Mike's
side.
anti-vax, man.
No, how am I anti-vaccine and I got the
Because
shot?
you
right,
gonna
man.
knock that girl.
Let's move
You gonna
on.
knock that
Let's
girl
move
down
on.
if she
Let's
got the
move
Rona or
on.
not. You ain't gonna even wear no mask.
All right, y'all.
You out here. This boy just talking.
Dog, you just said. You said she ain't got it.
Okay, can we move on?
Yeah, if
We
she
good?
doesn't have it, she can come in.
How you know she doesn't have it?
I don't.
I'm cutting all this out.
Please do.
All right, cool. Real quick, life of the party. We were supposed to talk about this a while ago.
Man,
So for those that, if you don't know by now, you probably live under a rock. But
Hey, that's-
Life of a Party song with that was supposed to be on Kanye's album featuring Andre 3000 was a immaculate, awesome, poetic prophet. Like Andre 3000. I wish, Andre, if you're listening, please
Look into your camera.
come out with an album. Everybody is waiting for an album. I feel like if you came out with the album, it would break all of Drake's records.
Oh no.
Maybe not.
That's
Maybe
tough.
not. But it would be highly anticipated, and people are
He's
waiting
like-
for an album like that.
He's
Whatever he's gonna do.
That would be like the Holy Grail, though. He's
Yeah.
he's mysterious. He's all that stuff. So I'm agreeing with you. But that verse, man, like that verse is like the best way I can describe it. It's like that's like a lifetime achievement verse. Like you just can't. That's not like I've been rapping for 2-3 years. Like no,
Yeah.
I've been doing this for a while, and this is my masterpiece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm with you.
That's what that is to me. Because that shit's crazy.
Dude, the way he painted a picture, the whole concept of bringing Kanye's mother into it, talking about, hey, while you're up there, talk to my peoples. I miss them. I love them. And confessing about things that he's done in his life and just painting that picture and putting in the composition, everything about it was just a masterpiece. And that's what people are looking for from Andre 3000.
But see, he doesn't do it enough though. So like
Yeah,
every
so I'm
time
gonna get
but that's what I'm-
controversial. Yeah, absolutely.
But like the thing about him is, but I think it kind of plays into his mysteriousness. Is that you only hear from this dude maybe once every 2-3 years.
dog,
or
he don't
something
give a
like-
shit about rapping.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't
Like, he's a-
rapping. Rapping isn't like he's on other things.
Like you got he
Like?
did it.
I don't know what he's
Just
on.
life stuff.
Like I just think
Like
he's just living.
fashion.
I
Yeah,
think he's
just
just
living.
living life, man.
He's
like
just
I
living
think,
life.
I think rap, like he seems like a guy that's just over rap.
Yeah.
Just
Like
stay to
he
rap.
you watch.
So real quick though. So while I do agree with you, but when maybe he's not motivated, because
Exactly.
I feel like if the right people ask him for a verse, he hops to it. And even for artists that you wouldn't think Andre would work with, he can or he will hop to it. So he'll build on verses that dang, I didn't even know he would work.
Well, he said,
with those people.
he said it himself. He said the reason he got on this is because the way Kanye sold it to him was that they were talking about their mothers.
Yeah.
So the way I interpreted that is that I think a lot of rappers asked him to get on shit, and he's like, no.
Exactly.
But
So
this particular song matched up with his motivations and what made him want to come out there and actually do a verse. Like I think rappers ask him all the time. I just think he's just like, nah, I'm doing something else.
What kind of rappers though?
I don't know. Like I don't know.
So well, let me ask you this
I don't
then:
know.
if Jay-Z asked him to come out do a song, you think he's gonna turn it down?
Well, no, because he said it. But recently, in his response to when everything blew up about how Kanye put the diss verse on Drake on that song, and Andre 3000 felt a way about it because he's like, yo,
That's
this was being
between
sold
y'all,
to me
yeah.
that we were talking about our mothers, but then you pulled me into some bullshit, right?
Okay.
And he said, yeah, I would like to work with Lil Baby. I would like to work with Drake. I would like to work with Jay-Z. Like, he named a list of people he would like to work with, right? But I just think
It was more new dudes.
yeah, but I think for him, I think he's really like,
he's
I'm
over
not-
it. He's over it.
I'm over rap.
He's
Like,
over
He's
rap.
over it. He did an interview with Rick Rubin. You gotta listen to that. And he pretty much says everything. Like, I just don't have he's like, I record music. He's like, I have a catalog of albums.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably never see the light of day. It's like until I die.
Yeah.
And that will
Wow.
be released that way.
But if I
Alright.
feel motivated, I mean, if I feel inspired, because like,
He'll
yo, like,
do
what
it.
better
So-
inspiration is
Wait,
to
wait,
rap
So the
about?
reason
wait.
that song didn't make the album is because it had cussing on it. And Andre was like, well, this is how it takes away from my artistic integrity if you playing it without, if you edit it out. And that's why I didn't make the album.
So I want to call BS on that because there was definitely verses on the album that had cursing, but they were edited out.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Locks,
He didn't want it edited
He
out.
did- that's what
Andre
I'm saying.
3000 didn't want it edited out.
out.
Yeah, he didn't want it edited out
Thank
because he
you.
felt it took away from the song.
so I imagine Andre 3000 knew that
He didn't know that.
Kanye is making a gospel music.
He
or
didn't know that going in.
non-secular music.
He didn't know Kanye wanted a clean album going in.
So
And
how
that's
many
the same
curse?
thing I learned.
How many curse
I not
words
learned, I
were in
learned.
there? I just believe it
I mean,
was
I
that
just- yeah.
the Drake diss, like he didn't want it to get on the album, maybe because of that, or maybe Kanye
No, he
did.
didn't know about that at the time.
Oh,
He didn't know about the Drake diss until it got released.
I think Kanye fell away because that boy got in his bag and he was like, he just
Nah, but
outshined him.
if I was Kanye, I want him to get in his bag.
Absolutely.
Cause that song, dog, is ridiculous. Like, yo, I want him to
Kanye
get in
gets
his
got all
bag.
the time on verses.
What's that?
Ye gets got all the time on song.
Yeah, like I think he wanted like, you want Andre 3000 to shine on that verse.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just think that I just really think that Andre 3000 was like, yo, I'm pouring, because like even the songs like you said, James.
But that's the thing.
song-
So before you cut the album, you like, Dre, I'm gonna take the curse out of it. And Dre was like, no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it was that
just
simple.
that simple.
Because to Dre, it was the meaning of the song.
Yeah,
I disagree, but okay.
No, that's what he said. That's what came out of his own mouth.
I know what came out of his mouth, but I disagree. Like, I think there's stuff that happens behind the scenes that we're just not privy to.
But so you don't trust what Andre 3000 is saying as to why that song wasn't released.
Not all the way. Yes, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
well,
Because I feel like everybody else had cursing on it, and I feel like he only had like 2 curse words on there. It wasn't like he was letting them go. He just went like, "Yo, I'll just bleep out those
Hey.
2." So I think it's something else.
No,
but he seems pretty different, dog. He seems pretty
I'm
different.
telling you, man, he's
and
like
and the fact that song was about his mom, I don't think he wanted to change nothing about the song.
so. Here's the
Didn't
thing.
have to change it. I said bleep out the words.
So
But that's
here's-
changing. That's changing the song.
But he's
then.
like that, man. So also, I think in that Rick Rubin interview, he said somebody tried to change this verse on the Throw Some D's remix. He was like, nope. He said if you change this, take me off the song.
Got it.
So he's like that.
Got it.
But it's just unfortunate, man, that song
Hey, man,
wasn't on the album.
He's very particular.
There it is. So I think the deeper question though is he top 5? Because a lot of people give him those accolades of being like
Dog, he could.
best rapper, not best rapper, but top
dog,
5 out.
he up there, man.
He's top 10,
He's top 10.
easy. I can't put him 5.
Why not?
It's gonna sound harsh, but I need it. I would like a solo album. I want to see what you can do on your own.
They say love below.
That ain't a rap album though.
Got it.
But
it's a very influential album. I think if there's no Love Below, there's no 808 and Heartbreaks, and then eventually
Drake.
there's no Drake.
But as a rapper, but shit, it's no Drake. It wasn't no Ja Rule. Boy, we heard Ja Rule's catalog. He was like, this motherfucker singing like.
Give it up for Ja Rule, man.
Hey, man, yeah, you got to give him his flowers. But if you take away just rapping, like Dre has had some, like, goddamn, so like some like just rapping verses, like just rapping.
Absolutely.
Oh, he got some shit.
But I think I'm with Mike on that. I would like.
He needs albums. He needs albums.
You need that solo project, man.
Because for some reason, man, when you get away from your group, man, it's just like you sound so different. Like even if it's just two of you, like I could Pusha T is the best example in the world for me for this. You know what I mean? Clips was cool. Like, but you know, it's like you got Pharrell behind you.
Pusha T sound better without.
I agree.
That's my point though. So
but Big Boy can go, man.
I'm not saying Big Boy ain't top 20 of all time. But what I'm saying is when you responsible for the track from beginning to end, and we're not just talking about a song here, song there. Like you said, look at Pusha T. I like Pusha T now more than I like him with clips.
So that's a great point, Mike. So I'll just build on that because I think a lot of people feel that from Dre is that's what's missing. From 3000, it's like, yo, give us the rap album solo. It don't even have to be but 10 tracks.
You can say,
but can you carry an entire song by yourself? What does that look like? Because I feel like for me, that's the Method Man effect, right? If you took away maybe some of Method Man's albums, if he just didn't have a whole body of work like that, and you just listen to Meth exclusively Wu albums,
he'd be top 20. He'd be top 10.
I think he would find in that same category of like, yo, we want to hear this dude solo. Because he's killing every feature he was on at that time.
Right.
Because he's getting highlights. Like he's
highlights. He got a lot of help, right? Because you got somebody, I'm not going to say throwing you the alley-oop, but it's like
when you only got
16 bars or whatever bars versus, and you're not triple
on
that.
Yeah. So
it's the whole thing.
And another great example, I think, is NWA Ice Cube. Even though he was writing everything for NWA, you really remember Ice Cube for
Give
more.
It up for Cube, man. Cube's top 5.
You
man.
giving Cube for his solo career is better than what it was for the one album he did with NWA.
Yeah. Then he had 2 classics. I feel like Kill at Will and then Death Certificate.
Death Certificate still bangs.
America's Most Wanted is bad.
That's
Wanted.
the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
He got 5 mics for that, didn't he?
Once upon a time in the project. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Anything else we want to talk about before we get out of here?
Jacking for beats.
Nah, man.
You ain't got no Teddy Bridgewater.
Man,
you ain't got nothing for Teddy.
Football.
You ain't got no Teddy Bridgewater praise.
Broncos. What are they? They going to the playoffs this year?
Yeah.
Nice. Wild card, or are they going to make
wild
it?
Card. They're going wild card, man.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be in the division.
They going wild card, man.
All right.
So how many teams from the AFC West in the playoffs? Just 2?
3.
So the Chiefs.
It's gonna be 3. It's gonna be Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers with the 17. With the 17 games, it's gonna be 3.
Chiefs, Las Vegas, and the Broncos.
You hype off that Monday night game.
Come on now.
You hype off that Monday night game. I got you.
Yeah,
that 17th game, man, that's really gonna help the Broncos. So I said the Broncos going to the wild card.
Is Aaron Rodgers?
That was a fluke game.
Is he shaving points?
Nah, he'll get back on it.
That boy gonna get back on it.
He's gonna get back on
Is
it.
Jameis Winston the real deal?
Yeah, he's the real deal. He's the real deal.
He's nice, man.
No, I'm asking, man.
Because you can't.
He's the real deal.
Because before Tampa Bay got rid of him, he threw how many touchdowns? Although he had a bunch of interceptions.
30 for 30.
He's the real deal, man. I think he's more of a system guy. And then
he's with Sean Payton now too.
In fact,
man.
he's with Sean Payton. I think he's not going to be taking as many
risk,
in terms of trying to throw the ball down the field. I think he's good, man.
So you're saying Drew Brees is a system guy too, then?
Yeah.
Stop, man. All right, we ain't even gonna get
I'm
into
asking.
that. Okay, we're wrapping up. You never stumble upon the unexpected if you only stick to the familiar. So go out there change it up, and do some different things. And we out.
Teddy B.
This podcast, bussin'.